You know, there are just some really good days, there are bad days, but then there are some really great days, and I'd say today is one of those really great days. You know, I took some senior photos. It was actually from the last video I posted, and the dad of the kid that I took photos for was like, hey, whenever you want to take my McLaren 570 out? And of course, I took him up on that offer. Got this insane matte black 570S, and this thing is actually tuned to 800 horsepower and is absolutely wild. So we actually have this car for the next couple hours, so let's get in it and let's just enjoy it. So yeah, we got this McLaren 570S right here, but like I said, it is tuned to 800 horsepower, and I just love the McLaren doors. We actually have this kind of McLaren GT style wing on the back. Got the orange interior, kind of like the Onyx Reynolds 570 that we've had on the channel a couple times. If you haven't seen those videos, definitely go look for them and check them out. Yeah, this has this really awesome like satin PPF on it. The full car is kind of this like sparkly gray color, but yeah, the owner has a satin PPF all over it. Has some super aggressive like slick racing tires on the car, so this is not one you want to be caught in the rain or in the snow in, which it's actually supposed to snow here in Idaho next week, and I am not looking forward to that. But yeah, you can see the orange interior right here. It's just looking awesome. Got this beautiful like full carbon fiber interior. Like almost every carbon option that you could pick on this car got picked. It also has this full carbon deck lid, and like I said, the full carbon GT wing. This thing is awesome. The only little like quirk that I've found with it is it likes to stall at stoplights, which it's actually been a little bit of a pain driving around town, just getting used to the car, because there's a lot of stoplights here in Idaho, and I've had to turn the car on, like restart it almost every single stoplight I've been to. But let's get these doors shut up and let's get this thing turned on. Let's also get like a rev clip, because this thing sounds insane. Go down here to the stop button. V8 roars to live. Let's turn that traffic up. Sounds insane even with this convertible top. I'm actually probably gonna shut the roof just for better lighting going on, so you can see the spider top opening up, and this roof's gonna just fold right out. There we go. So cool. You got like that view of the wing right out the back. Love it in here. But yeah, let's put you outside and let's get some rest from out there. Sounds insane. Yeah, this thing sounds wild. The 800 horsepower tuned twin turbo V8 in this, insane. But let's stop talking. Let's go for a drive. All right, driving the 570. I hope you can even hear me over the engine, because this is kind of like wild how loud this car is. Let's get going. I want to take it a little easy right here, just because it there's a lot of rocks on the road and it's freshly paved. But let's get out of this neighborhood so we can actually really open this thing up. That's me not pushing it at all, and it sounds that loud. And these downshifts are just the little pops, so good. So yeah, so this McLaren Spider, like I was saying, is tuned to 800 horsepower. I don't really know what tune it is on it. If I ever find out, I'll throw it up on the screen here. But it just drives so nice. I can tell it just has so much more power over a base 570 that I have a lot of just experience in. And it's also really nice with the convertible top, and I haven't lost any headroom with it being convertible either, which is awesome, because I've been in like convertible Huracans and you actually do lose quite a bit of headroom. I think it's like 2 or 3 inches. Like, it's pretty significant if you go with a Spider version versus a a normal coupe. So McLaren, A+ for that. I've always been able to fit in McLarens really well, so that's always been like my favorite thing about them is they are big guy friendly. I'm not a small person at all. I'm 6'2" and like built like a wall. So the fact that I can fit in the car and I can fit in it comfortably is an A+ for me. Everyone's been. Just sounds so good. These cars corner so well. The 570 is such a well-balanced car. Some nice windy roads right here. Let's downshift here. Oh, these brakes are so good too. Going kind of around like a hairpin turn right here. Downshifts. And I was only like half throttle. I have not pushed this car one bit yet. I've actually been a little bit scared too. Like I've driven cars that are faster than this, but they're usually all-wheel drive, which helps a lot. And I would say power-wise, this feels very comparable to the McLaren 765 LT now, which makes sense because that has 765 horsepower and a McLaren, and this is a McLaren with 800, so it's pretty much the same car. And this is a third of the price of a 765 LT Spider, so kind of a good deal. But we're gonna get over here, try to get out of town just a little bit so we can open it up. Kind of got to go through a couple neighborhoods first, so we're just going to take it easy. And I really hope the audio is coming through on this. I made a POV driving video of the Corvette Z06, and I filmed it on my GoPro, and the audio, the car was so loud that you couldn't even hear the audio of me talking. So I'm really hoping that this audio works a bit more, and I'm trying to keep the RPMs low while I'm talking to see if it'll work out. Go to a stop sign here. Kind of got to roll through a little bit because, like I said, it likes to stall. The thing with these McLarens, second gear has always pulled so hard. I don't know what it is, but just after the turbos get some boost, and when you're in second gear, like first gear kind of just feels like okay, but then when you hit that second gear, it just takes off like crazy. So if you're ever having getting a 570 or even a 720, something like that, the second gear is where it's at, and you're just gonna take off when you hit that gear. Roads in Idaho aren't very great, and I'm in track mode on suspension and transmission, so it's a little rough. Woo. I just love how clicky the paddles are. And also one little thing about McLarens, if you didn't know, but you can actually shift up or down on both sides of the steering wheel. So you can actually just push in the paddle on the right side and or push out the paddle and it will downshift. Let's bend. So good. Second gear. Second and third pull actually was kind of insane. That third gear was pretty crazy. And those upshifts just slap you, and I just, it's my favorite. That's one thing that I actually love about like driving like Aventadors and stuff, is because it's like when you upshift and it just slaps you, that actually is so fun, and I love that. And some people just don't like how like bulky that feels sometimes, but I'm all for it. I love that feeling. So good. All these like hairpin turns. pedal box is so small in these 570s. So like the brake pedal and the gas pedal are so just close together, and my feet are so big that it like I have issues with it sometimes. You know, I love McLaren 570s. They're just always just so nice, and they're so easy to drive, and like I think there's a reason why so many people gravitate towards them. But they'll say that I have yet to be in one of them that hasn't had some sort of interior quality issue, and specifically this one, the armrest is falling off. There's always just some piece that's falling apart in the interiors. So I'll say the McLaren kind of build quality is not the greatest in these cars. They always have some sort of issue going on, and I would say electrical issues are mainly the problem with these. But other than this armrest thing, this car seems to be in perfect working condition, even with an 800 horsepower tune on it. Of the shifters, it sounds so love it. This thing is just so fun to drive, and I absolutely just love seeing everybody's reaction to it. All the kids in my neighborhood are just freaking out. Even this Domino's guy up here is just like, come past me, let's go. And that's always just the funnest thing about these cars, is just the attention that it gets, and like how it just makes people's day just seeing something like this. Because especially in Idaho, you just don't get to see cars like this very often. There's maybe like 2 570s in here, and like maybe 3 Huracans, and like 1 Aventador, and that's about it. But you know, we got to go put gas in this thing because it is gas guzzler. I haven't even put 70 miles on the car, and I am at 30%, and I got the car at 100% fuel. So this thing burns through gas like crazy. So now, even just sitting at the stoplight, we're now at like 29%. So this thing is a gas guzzler with the tune on. So let's go get some gas at Shell and get ready for the photo shoot. Just love the track look on the Speedo in there. And yeah, like I was saying, the full carbon fiber everywhere here. Just looks so good. So we're actually gonna be driving up to the photo shoot spot now. The sun, as you can kind of tell, starting to set a little bit, and enjoying the top-down weather, because all next week it is supposed to snow. So this is like our last hurrah with our convertible weather. So I'm gonna enjoy this top-down, just beautiful car with this awesome view out back, and let's go take some nice photos. Not a graceful process, one bit. Oh, we made it. Came back to the spot where we started out. I think this will be kind of a really nice location to get some photos of the car with the sunset peering over. This looks insane. This car has been such a blast to just drive around. I have loved every second of it. And just look at this. Look at this view right now. Can't beat that. Let's shut this door and just see. Beauty with the top off. Sunset popping. Looks insane. Can't wait to take some of these photos, so let's get going and let's do that. We just came up to this other spot on top of the hill. You guys know it. It's been in a couple videos with the city view, and just look at that gorgeous sunset going away, and the McLaren just looking so good. You got the amazing sound of construction just right down there in the most like peaceful place here, but it has been such a fun time just getting to drive this car around, experience it. The 800 horsepower 570S Spider, like it. I'm so grateful all the time that people just trust me to drive these cars and get to experience them, and just tell me to take them for the day. And the only way that I could possibly do that is with your guys' support and people that follow me and know me and let me take photos. So thank you so much, because stuff like this wouldn't be possible without everybody's support that I get. And just look at this crazy sunset. I'm not sure if my camera might be a little too bright to show it off. Let's see if I can. Yeah, just look at that. Just like a gorgeous thing. I'll throw up some of the photos that I just took right here, and I just am so happy with how they turned out. They look amazing, and these fall colors are just awesome. Just the golden fields everywhere, the moon's starting to come out, but the best view of all, the MCLAREN. You know, I always remind myself that Zach like 2-3 years ago would be so jealous of Zach today, because he would have not believed that I can just drive these cars pretty much kind of whenever I want and just have access to them. And it's just so cool. Again, I just feel so appreciative of where I am and that I have all you guys supporting me. So thank you so much. And I just love sharing these cars with you. And I am just so happy that you're here, just watching my videos and coming along this journey with me. Again, I want to say thank you so much for your support. And I really hope you enjoyed the driving of the 570S. Now I'm gonna finish watching the sunset, probably go take this, show it off to my nephews, and enjoy the rest of the night that I have with the 570 before I have to give it back. So thank you again so much for watching. I really appreciate you being here and spending this time with me, and I hope to catch you in the next one. Peace.